like the woman in this video, I have lived without any advancement in technology, and that's the reason why when I maybe have a conversation with my nephews, I feel it's very difficult to understand them. They always tell me about some maybe high tech machine, and I don't know how to use it.
Okay, yeah, great. So it can be very difficult to understand these things. And Ming,
Yes.
what was introduced to the children in the video?
Oh, yes. It is amazing that the children's car is quite difficult to use our technological machine. Yes, if you give them a mobile phone or smartphone or laptop, they can use them quickly and easily. But when they use our things, they find difficult. I think it's uh, there is a huge technological difference between generation, of course. The elderly people would like to use the old things. They don't want to use, they don't get used to using the modern things. But the children nowadays don't like the old thing, of course, and they want to use the modern things. I think so.
Great, thank you, Ming. And finally, we have Hang. What do you think?
An an answering machine and a typewriter was introduced to the children in the video. Yes, I think there is a huge technological difference between generations. The children in the video uh, don't know the name of this old machine, um, and don't know how to use them. But I think if we, uh, the woman give them an iPad or the on smartphone, they are easier to use.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they would find it easy to use. Thank you, Hang. And Hong, you're back.
So sorry, I have the problem with the internet line, so I have to come back.
Oh, no
Um,
problem.
okay, I cannot hear and cannot talk anything. Okay.
Okay.
My
And
view.
you
Uh,
saw the video, yes?
Pardon.
You saw the video?
Oh, I only hear. I only hear. I cannot watch. I hear
Okay.
they talk. Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
So do you
I uh,
think,
I will answer for the number two. Do you think the how technology different between generation? I think from the some year ago, around 10 years ago, the technologies is not more than nowadays, and nowadays the children very smart. They will they will connect internet very easy. That's very difficult for us to guide them to something they will do by themselves, and that that's all. Thank you.
yeah, very good. Yeah, so children can use very complex technology very easily and all on their own, even if they're only 3 or 4 years old. Okay, guys, so we're looking at these 6 words now, and I will read them, and then I will ask you to repeat. So just listen now as I read these words. Obsolete, obsolete, innovative, innovative, reasonable, reasonable, encounter, counter, discrepancy, and friction. And we use it like this, friction between A and B. So this means maybe you don't get along very well. Maybe you have some arguments. So we could say there's friction between the generations, maybe. So, Hien, could you repeat these words for me?
Yes. Obsolete, innovative, reasonable, encounter, discrepancy.
Great. And which word would you like to define?
I think innovative.
Okay, great.
I have to define this word, right?
Yes, please, yeah.
Is something new is better than something is better than before. It is improved in order to achieve a higher level compare the older version.
Yeah, exactly. And can you make a sentence using this word?
For example, iPhone has always been innovative.
Yeah, so the iPhone has always been innovative. Yeah, great. Thank you, Hien. And Hong, can you repeat these words?
Okay. Obsolete, innovative, reasonable, encounter, discrepancy, friction.
Yeah, great. And which word would you like to define?
Okay. I will choose number 3, reasonable. The reasonable is mean that something acceptable and appropriate in particular situation.
Yeah, so something acceptable in a situation. And can you make a sentence with this?
The labor cost increase reasonably.
So the labor cost increased.
Reasonable.
Yeah, so we'd have to say reasonably in this case.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you, Hong. And Ming, can you repeat the words for us?
Yes. Obsolete, innovative, reasonable, encounter, discrepancy, friction.
Great. Which word would you like to define?
Yes, I want the word number 5, discrepancy.
Okay.
Yes. Discrepancy does mean the difference between two or more things that should be the same.
Exactly, yeah, the difference between two or more things that should be the same.
Yes.
And can you make a sentence with this?
Yes. There are a lot of discrepancies between the old and the young.
Between the old
and the young. Yes.
Yeah, really good. Thank you, Ming. And then Hang, could you repeat these words?
Yes. Absolute, innovative, reasonable, encounter, discrepancy, friction.
Yeah, excellent. And which word would you like to define?
The 4, encounter.
Okay, encounter.
Encounter is to experience something, especially something difficult.
Okay. Could you make a sentence with this?
On the 30th, I encountered had me more mature.
All the difficulties I encounter. Yeah. All the difficulties I encounter, you'd say help me to be more mature. Yeah, really good sentence. Thank you, Tom. So guys, everybody has repeated the words and we have 2 left. So if you would like to define either obsolete or friction, could you just raise your hand and I will pick you to read this word and make a sentence with it. Okay, Ming, thank you very much.
Yes. Obsolete. Yes.
Yeah.
Obsolete something I think is too old and not being used.
Yeah, so maybe it's not useful anymore because the technology is really bad.
Yes.
Can you make a sentence then?
My father still use an obsolete phone, cell phone.
Yeah, so my father still uses an obsolete cell phone.
Yes.
Yeah, great sentence. Thank you, Ming. And then for the last word, friction. Who would like to define friction and make a sentence with friction? Raise your hand again if you'd like to define. Come on, guys, don't be shy. Okay, Ming, I won't ask you again since you already did obsolete. Someone else, guys, come on. Or I'll just ask you. Okay, thank you very much, Ian. Great.
I think vision is a disagreement.
Yeah, it could be disagreement between people, exactly.
And my example is that there are a lot of friction between parents and children.
Yeah, so there is a lot of friction between parents and children. So we would just say there is a lot of friction. There is friction. So great sentence. Thank you, Ian. So now, guys, we're going to look at some useful idioms. So we've got back in the day and get on in years. All right? So back in the day and get on in years. So back in the day is usually when you're talking about something from the past. So maybe your grandparents are talking about things. And usually when you're remembering nice things about that time. So my dad's always talking about how everything was great back in the day. And then you have to get on in years. This simply means getting old. So here we have, my grandmother is getting on in years. Exact same as saying she is getting old. You could say my father is getting on in years, my mother. So, could you make a sentence using this structure now, or back in the day, or get on in years? You have a choice.
Okay, I will choose the get on in year. My father is getting on in next month.
Yeah, so my father is getting on in years, and then we might not say next month because it would mean he's getting old. But then we could say he will be. We could say 70 next month.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you, Hong.
Okay.
And Hien.
Yes. Maybe I will give an example of back in the day.
Okay.
In the day when I was a child, I had a lot of fun with my friends.
Yeah, back in the day when I was a child, I had a lot of fun with my friends. Yeah, really good sentence. And Ming?
Yes. I chose the idiom get on in years. Uh, I'm afraid of getting on in year, so I play sport every day.
Yeah, so I play sports every day. Great. And Hang?
Um, I can't forget the beautiful memory back in the day.
Yeah, I can't forget um, the beautiful memories. Say from back in the day. Great, thank you, Hang. So some really good sentences there, guys. Excellent stuff. And they're all in the chat box if you want to read each other's sentences. So no problem with those idioms back in the day and getting old. Now we're looking at a structure with be grateful to somebody for something. Be grateful to somebody for something. So the example we have here is, I am extremely grateful to my grandfather for his lessons about life. Grateful to my grandfather for lessons about life. So could you make a sentence using this structure? And here we have some suggestions. So we talk about our parents' love, happy family, teachers, friends, many different things. So Hang, could you start this time and make a sentence with this structure?
Every day I am grateful for going to my university.
Yeah, every day I'm grateful for going to my university. Yeah. But we kind of want to use we're talking to somebody. So we could say I'm grateful to my university, but if we're talking about somebody, maybe we'd rather speak about a person. So I'm grateful to my parents for helping me go to university, for example.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah. Would you like to try and make another sentence?
I am grateful to my teacher for her lesson.
Yeah, so I'm grateful to my teacher for her lesson. Great. And Ming?
Yes. I am extremely grateful to the kindness of strangers for their help.
Yeah, so we would say I'm extremely grateful. Just don't forget it. The structure is for. So I'm extremely grateful. Yeah. For the kindness.
To the kindness of strangers for their help.
So be careful. It's I'm extremely grateful for the kindness of
For the kindness of strangers.
and their help.
Yes.
Great, thank you, Ming. And Hong.
I'm deeply grateful to my parents for taking care of my childhood.
Yeah, I'm extremely grateful to my parents for taking care of my childhood. Great, thank you, Hong. And Hien.
Yes, I am extremely grateful to my friends for the existence this competition.
For their assistance, yeah, in this
Yes,
competition.
the
Yeah, so assistance. Yeah, great. Assistance. this competition. And a really good sentence. Thank you, Hien. Okay, guys, so everyone had really good sentences there using the structure to be grateful to somebody for something. And now, this is quite a difficult conversation, so I'm just going to talk it through a bit. So, we want to discuss the negative effects of generation gap, how to prevent them. So, here we have some of the negative effects, okay? So, we have things like lack of understanding, destroying traditional values, and we have conflicts and arguments. So there's different problems here with generation gap. But then over here, we have some ways to bridge the gap. So bridging a gap means overcoming the problem. Overcoming the problem. So we can respect and revise our old traditions. We can be reasonable, so we can be nice to each other, try to understand, communicate openly. And parents should not put too much pressure on their children's studies. Maybe they don't understand the new generation, what it's like. So, for the first conversation, I'm going to ask Hien and Ming to speak about the problems of the generation gap.
Yes.
Yes. Hello, Hien.
And
Nice to meet you.
yes. And nice to meet you. I'd like to tell you about my opinion about the effects of generation gap.
Yes.
As you know, our people in this society are living in different generations, and that's the reason why we have different opinion about a problem, about one problem. For example, the youngster always think their parents or their grandmother, their grandfathers, that they are so old-fashioned. They don't follow the new tendency of the younger, but I don't have the same opinion because their parents have more experience in life and they can convey us more experience in life to make us study good things. And how about your opinion?
Oh, yes, I totally agree with you. But I also find there are many trouble when we live together. For example, the problem about how to teach my children. Yes, my parents always take care of them, and they don't want their child to do anything. They think that it's very dangerous for them to bring a cup or a bowl, for example. But in my opinions, I think it is one way, one of the way for them to learn everything. So we often have a conflict with when teaching them. So can you give me some advice to overcome this gap?
Yes, I think the best solution for this problem is that we need to talk. I mean, an open communication. If the children want to have more independence from their parents, they should tell this to their parents and try to persuade them. If we disagree anything with the parents, we should try to talk and maybe struggle as much as we can.
Yes.
But we also need to listen to our parents' advice. How about you?
Thank you for the experience. I think I will try to respect and try to understand them more, and I try to spend much time to communicate with them and to solve our conflict. Thank you, Hiên.
Okay, great. Thank you, guys. And now for Hung and Hang for the next conversation.
Hello, Miss Hằng. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, we will talk about the negative effects on the generation draft and how to prevent them. Mm, how do you think about the teen year nowadays?
The tint.
The teen from it's been the age from the child to 16 years old for the girl and the boy also. As
Yes.
we can call the teen age.
It's the teenagers.
I think nowadays the teenagers as so mature, not only the physical but also the mental,
Mm,
and they have a different opinion
okay, I agree with you.
different opinion with their parents and their grandparents, and as so that let's give so that there the generation gap between the generation,
Between the parent and the children. I also think so. Now that's the problem in the scientists now, and every family have that trouble. The father or the mother said that they don't follow. They always destroy the traditional in the family or something. They working by themselves. They don't follow. They always to argue with us or something. For example, we said we make the schedule for them study, but they don't follow. They always make for by themselves. I think that's a very trouble, very difficult for us to solve it. We we will look in the method to teach to guide them. Do you think so?
yes, I agree with you.
Mm.
And,
That's we have. Okay, you can talk.
what should we do to prevent them?
In my opinion, now we have the some school to 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 offer for the full day from the beginning. They study in the school, and in the afternoon they stay at the school. They use lunch and they do some exercise, follow the school schedule, so we don't worry about so much. I think that's the best way we can control their self. It's been in the some year ago. We haven't got the school to teach all day. We only class in the morning or in the afternoon, and the half day they spend a lot of time for the play game or they go out to connect to communication with their friend, or they go to play the billiard or now the internet something. And now if we want to control our children, we can send them to the school, to the international school, or uh, I will wish for you to some sample school for Levidon school in my drawing, Levidon school or Nguyễn Khuyến school. That's they will teach on day at the same day which we go to working, and that's we can prevent something on the from the some the possible if I mean that they have the free time, they will go to relax with his friend or her friend, and they join the party or something that's dangerous for us and for them in the future.
Yes, I agree with you. I think the most important is the respectation between the members of the family. And the parents should not put too much pressure on their children's studies. And nowadays, many um, children kill themselves because of pressure of study.
Mm, I agree with the point in your pressure for their study is very difficult. We only focus their time, their free time because we go to work all day. We haven't got time in the in at our home. So that's we very worry for him or her. Mm. Okay, anything else? Mm. No, okay. I think that's it. Good. That's enough for us to talk about this the topic.
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
well
thank
done.
you.
Well done, guys. So really good conversation there. Yeah, there really are many ways we can help this problem. And yeah, a lot is not having the parents putting the pressure on their kids. Maybe they can send them to a different type of school or something like that. It's a longer day where they can have time to study at school. Yeah, okay, great. Thank you, guys. So some really good points there about the effects of the generation gap. So now we're going to look at the assessment. Okay, so for hang, we have the words think. Think with the K here is important. Video, video, and nowadays. Nowadays, so the S here is important. And then the word mature. Sure. For Ming, we have the words find, find, so the D sound here. Like, okay. Always. Okay, so this is a very common problem with students where you just say always, but it's we should always do this, or we should always do that. And then we have the word show. Show. So it's just important to pronounce the SH sound. So it's show. H sound is important. For hung, we have the words because. Because. We have parents. Parents. So the T and the S at the end. Pronounce these. What else do you have? And I think some T sounds as well. So or some other T sounds like difficult, difficult. Okay, that'd be there. And also some S's. So maybe we talk about years. So years. So I am whatever years old, 4 years ago, and friends. So they just want to hang out with their friends, for example. So just some ending sounds for you, but apart from that, very good. And finally, we have hien. So we have the word generations. So when we're talking about the generation gap, there's a gap between the generations. Then we have think. Okay, so same as hang here. And the word assistance. Assistance. So when we see the CE ending, so the CE endings, they sound like they often sound like S. So for example, we have words like face or nice. Okay. S sound, assistance, face, nice. So don't forget these S sounds. But everyone did really well today. There's a really high standard in today's class. and the pronunciation. There's only a few small things. The grammar was really good. So if anybody has a question, just please raise your hand like earlier, and if I will ask you then what your question is. So anyone with a question now, just raise your hand. Okay, so if everyone is all right, if everyone is happy, we're just going to look at what we gained today. So we looked at vocabulary related to the generation gap. We looked at 2 idioms. So back in the day, so this is when you're talking about things from years ago which you think were positive. So my granddad is always talking about how great things were back in the day, for example. And get on in years, this just means to be getting old. So I am getting on in years. Then we use the structure to be grateful to somebody for something. So just remember when using this structure, we're talking about to somebody. So we're talking about a person. And then we use the word for something. So I am grateful to my mother for teaching me how to swim, for example. So grateful to your mother for telling you something. And then we discussed the negative effects of the generation gap and how to prevent. So guys, please remember to do your homework from the downloadable outline on the website. You can see what your homework is here, so don't forget about this. And once more, I'd like to thank you all for coming to today's class, and I hope to teach you all again soon. So goodbye everyone, and thank you once again.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
See you.
Sorry.
Efficiency. Không cảm không.